Okay, this one's going to be a little bit longer. Still driving home, but I wanted to talk about, I mentioned in the video that you probably got in the email a couple days ago that like I just finished an entry walkthrough, and I wanted to talk to you about how I actually do that. This thing is shaking so much because this is why I pay taxes, because our roads are so absolutely terrible here. Anyways, I'm going to give you the basics of the process for the walkthrough that I do. Every single room gets at least 10 pictures, at least, and that is literally the bare minimum. That's a bedroom. A bedroom that has a window and a closet gets 10 pictures, at minimum. It might get 15 or 20, depending on sizes, depending on kind of layout of the bedroom, but we're talking like just a square, a 12 by 12 square bedroom with a closet. Gets a minimum of 10 pictures. Probably gets a little bit more because you can't photograph the entire ceiling or the entire floor in one picture in a room of that size. Every single room. Every single thing that you give a crap if it is cleaned on the way out gets photographed on the way in. You're doing two things at a walkthrough, two basic things. Every single thing you document breaks down to these two things. Does it work? Is it clean? That's it. You're checking those two things. Does it work, and has it been cleaned appropriately? You check the same things on the way out. Does it work? Has it been cleaned appropriately? Things like walls and closet doors and stuff like that. Does it work? Is it clean? I had tenants move out once. This is disgusting. If you've got a weak stomach, you want to fast forward 20 seconds. I had tenants move out one time. This was a mid-50s lady and her 30-year-old son were living together in, if you can believe it, a bachelor suite. It was odd. It was really odd. When they moved out, there was one bed and there was a futon in there that was, I think, probably like joint use couch. Oh my God. Couch and sleeping arrangement. Anyways, when they moved out, the cleaner soaked me for some, and like I passed it on to the tenants, but soaked me for some serious cash because she called it biohazard because there was like 10 square feet of boogers wiped on the wall, and that was beside the bed, which I think Mom used. Is it clean, and does it work? That's what you're checking for everything. Dishwasher, open the door, take a photograph. It's clean. Turn it on, it fills with water, hit the drain cycle, it works. That's a dishwasher. That's a walkthrough for a dishwasher. Stuff like laundry, same thing. Bathroom fans, same thing. Oven coils, or if it's a glass top or whatever, turn them on. Does it work? Is it clean? Everything. That's the basics of what you are doing for a walkthrough. Don't forget things like yards, basements, mechanical rooms. Are there 47 extra pallets in the driveway that used to have, like I rented 20-somethings. For whatever reason, 20-somethings seem to think, oh, we'll make an outdoor couch out of the pallets. You're never doing that. You're just going to collect 14 pallets and have them sit there and rot. In addition to that, 20-somethings routinely throw everything they can possibly stuff in the mechanical room. Even though the lease says you cannot store stuff in the mechanical room. When I send the plumber and he says, where is the furnace? I can't fucking find it. That's a problem. Has the dog shit been picked up in the yard? Is it clean? Does it work? Lawnmower. Is it clean? Does it work? It breaks down to that for essentially every single thing on a walkthrough. Make sure you record the number of keys you give. Make sure if there's a garage included, you talk about whether or not there's a clicker, and then make sure you get it on the way out. people walk out, and they don't even mean to. Like, clicker's no good when they leave the place. You can probably reprogram it, but the kids I rent to aren't that smart. Does it work? Is it there? Is it clean? That's it. That's a walkthrough. Every room gets a minimum of 10 pictures. Lots of rooms get 20. What I do is, this is the meat and potatoes of exactly what I do. I use sticky notes. Anything I need to draw attention to gets a sticky beside it. Picture taken. Anything that needs to be attention drawn to it gets a picture of it. At the end of the room, so if there's any sticky notes on the walls, floor, ceiling, whatever, in a room, you're taking more than 10 pictures, because you're doing your 10 pictures after you put the stickies up, and then you're taking individual pictures of the stickies. So you're doing like far back pictures, so you know where that sticky is. You don't take pictures 1 inch away from something because you have no scale, you don't even know where it is. Those pictures are useless. When the handyman sends me those pictures, I say, what is this? I know it's green, but I don't know what the fuck it is. So, minimum 10 pictures plus a picture of every single thing you want to draw attention to at the end of every room. 30-second video or 20-second video of the room. You stand in the middle of the room-ish or walk around the room. There's a sticky here. There's about a 2-inch ding in the wall there. This sticky over here is showing that coil doesn't work on the oven. This sticky over... There you go. You're done. You've got, you usually end up with 15 or 20 pictures per room, 1 video per room. Do them in order. You do not go and do all your videos at one time. You're going to use like 100 stickies if you do that. Put all your stickies up in one room, then you take them all down and move to the next room. Reuse the stickies. Do your pictures, do your video. Take them all down, next room, stickies up, do your pictures, do your video. All that stuff gets uploaded. You can do it, that a variety of ways. You can upload that to Google Drive. I've done that, works well. You can upload that to YouTube, done that, works well. If you do, I've talked about, if you're on the email, well, you're clearly on the email list. I've talked about how to do YouTube channels for this stuff. Everything's unlisted. Turn the comments off, and you upload that stuff. Otherwise, you get 47 Russian robots sending you porn links in the comments, and then you don't need it listed. Just after you upload that stuff, you share the link with your tenants. Very simple. Very simple. And it's also like, when you upload that stuff to YouTube, you don't have to worry about deleting it. It's there. Did I lose that hard drive? Doesn't fucking matter. It's there. Did my camera shit the bed? Doesn't matter. It's there. Drop your phone in the lake. Doesn't matter. It's still there. That's how I do a walkthrough. Always get a signature on their way in, always get a signature on their way out. If they don't show on the way out, lots of, especially like my demographic, 20-year-old kids, they don't show up on the way out routinely. You do the exact same process on their way out. This is how I explain it. We do this on the way in, we're going to do the exact same thing on the way out. I just have to compare. When you start getting those text messages, so as soon as you get notice, 2 months before they move out, you're going to schedule a walkthrough. You're going to go through and be like, oof, this needs fixed. There's a couple holes in the wall there, whatever. Stuff that's happened since your last quarterly walkthrough, or that you forgot about since the quarterly walkthrough, that happens. You're going to start fixing those things. You're inevitably going to get a couple of responses via email or text message or in person if you're standing there. I don't do this stuff myself, so I'm not standing there. When this gets scheduled, I get text messages back saying, that was like that when we moved in. Cool. No, it wasn't. Here's the link to the YouTube video. Maybe it was like that for the last 6 months, but it wasn't like that when he moved in. It's very easy to document stuff that way. There's no arguments. Was it there? Was it on the video and the pictures on the way in? If yes, there's no deduction for that. If no, pay me. That's it. That's the walkthrough process, in and out. It's the exact same It has to be thorough. If you don't have a picture or a video of it, you don't get to deduct for it. It's that simple. If you can't prove it, you'll lose at a hearing, and you should lose. Everything is easily documented. Everything. If you didn't document it, that is your fault. Now, if at a hearing you deduct, like you get charged $250 to fix a couple holes in the wall that shouldn't have been there, repaint the wall, so you've got some drywall repairs, some priming, sanding, priming, painting. You get charged $250 for that. You might at a hearing have a hearing officer say, that's too much, we feel that's unreasonable, we're only going to give you $150 for that. That sucks. But that's shit that you can't, like, you cannot affect the human outcome of that. Like, you cannot prevent that person from having a different viewpoint than you. But maybe if you document that well enough, like the size of the hole, this wasn't just they accidentally put a knuckle through the wall because they were throwing shit at each other and they're stupid and they were drunk and this happened. This is the size of a fist, or maybe this is the size of an entire ass. Whatever it is, maybe there is a way to more thoroughly document that and say, hey, the handyman had to make 4 trips, one to get materials, one to drop them off and cut the hole out and put some drywall in, first coat of mud, then sanding, then mudding, then sanding, then priming, then painting, and then painting again. You know, like, so there's ways to thoroughly document things. And if you don't have proof of it happening while they were there, that is 100% your fault. Don't bitch about people not giving you money when it's your word against somebody else's. Like that's like, I don't know what I'm doing managing property, okay? Or I'm not treating it like a business management of property. That's the new guy. And unless you're in the first 6 months and you're hearing this for the first time, you're not the new guy. Do shit better. It's not that hard to do shit better. And it's not that hard to at least be able to recoup your costs for damages. That's it.